Hey Glass Gang, thanks for tuning in. The stream starts soon. Howdy doody, how's everyone doing tonight? I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. A shout out to JSwim, not Alien, ROE Chaos. Tonight I'm playing on PlayStation, doing another bounty farm. Trying to get some unlocks. Some of the mods I still don't have learned months later. Again, little disclaimer, no game sound, unfortunately. No game sound. All because of an emote. So if you don't know, basically, the new shimmy emote, it plays a copyrighted song, so it keeps, it's just a problem for the channel. It's a risk to the channel. So I have to, unfortunately, play muted on console. Do seem to have found a workaround for PC. There's a mod that mutes emotes, so that's cool. Maybe I'll have to just stream on PC for the next little while until they fix this. Until they'll have to do something about it, because it's affecting other streamers too, not just me. And I'm just really talking about it to bring more awareness to it, because it's pretty lame that we can't play the game with sound, right? I have my headphones on right now, as you can see, and I don't even know why. I don't hear anything out of them. The game is fully muted. I don't hear anything out of it. So it's kind of strange. But I can't play without my headphones because I feel weird. It's like I have to have them on my head. Yeah, maybe there is something in there after all. But anyways, we're gonna start doing some bounties here back to back on PlayStation. If you want to join, add me. Linked in the description, my gamer tag, so you can just add me real quick. And check out the Discord if you're looking for a community to play with. We have members on every platform. I'm on there. I'm on every platform. I always ping the Discord when I go live so you guys can know that I'm live. I don't like tag everyone, but I tag Glass Gang, and I basically post it in a bunch of channels so you guys have a chance to see. Heisenberg Finn, GG! So yeah, hopefully I don't have to just... Like, basically what I'm thinking is, what'll end up happening is, for a little while I'll have to stream on PC if I want to be able to stream with sound. But anyways, here we are. On PlayStation. And I love PlayStation. I love this camp I have on PlayStation. I feel like it's the cutest one I have. I built this camp on every platform, and I honestly did a better job on this character. How do you go in first person on here? Oh, here you go. Yeah, I love the camp. I love the little red stripe that goes around it. Happy Sunday. GG, little red truck. Thank you so much for swinging by again. I hope you're doing well. I haven't uploaded at all this week, gang. I'm so sorry. I hope I didn't let you down too much with that. Basically just having trouble with my eyes. I messed up. I messed up bad, okay? And it hurt my eyes. I basically bought a 4K monitor and started playing at 4K and streaming at 4K, and I thought, hey, this is great. You know, I can see what I'm doing. But it really messed up my eyes. I developed some sort of eye sensitivity, it looks like, and basically too much screen time makes the back of my eyes feel itchy and painful and makes me have a headache. So maybe I'm just too old. I'm a 4-year-old kitty. Maybe I'm too old for streaming or too old for 4K. So anyways, I had to swap that out. I'm gonna have to sell that 4K monitor because I switched back down to a 2K monitor, which honestly looks the same. I don't honestly see a difference, especially with Fallout 76. It's not noticeable. But basically my eyes, there was an instant difference to my eyes. My eyes, I don't know how to explain it, but there's less strain on them for sure. So 4K is not great for gaming for me anyways, and probably a lot of people have that type of photosensitivity with 4K, especially when it's right in your face. You know, it's different if you have a 4K TV because it's up on the wall and you're like 10-15 feet back. But when you're playing and you're playing for hours on end streaming and you have 4K right in your face, that pixel density is really hard on your eyes. And I bought blue light filter glasses thinking it would help, and it did for the most part, but whenever I forget to wear them, I pay for it big time the next day. I have migraines all day after that, so yeah, it's been kind of hard. I've been trying to reset my eyes, just giving it a break, thinking like, what if I just don't work on any content? I'll spend a lot less time on my computer. You know, I won't be like staring at it for 10 hours a day that way. And so I'm just trying to recover my eyes. Do you remember what brand it was? It was an ROG Strix 4K 27-inch monitor. So it was a high quality one, and it just absolutely obliterated my retinas. So gotta take care of myself. I genuinely don't see a difference. Like maybe Cyberpunk, there's probably a difference because, you know, it's really high detail, but I rarely play that game anymore. And the game looks fantastic at 2K. I'm still streaming at 4K because I learned that I can still output at 4K. So you guys still have that option if you're watching on TV. But yeah, my eyes are just not doing good. So I think the sweet spot, the meta, is honestly 2K gaming, because I wasn't having eye problems when I was gaming at 2K. And if you want my honest opinion, 4K is just not worth it. It's more expensive. It's a lot more expensive on hardware to support it, you know, and play games at 4K. And there's visually not a difference. Not for me anyways. It might be more noticeable on a TV because the TV's bigger. But on a 27-inch monitor, like, there's literally no difference. It's just a waste of money. And it's hard on your eyes. From my personal experience. And I'm just a cat. Okay? So maybe humans have better eyes, but from what I've read on Google, cats have better eyes. Okay? Was it OLED? I don't think that would really make a difference. 1440p for the win, because it's not the reflection type or the depthness, you know, the darkness of the screen that's hurting my eyes. It's the pixel density that hurts your eyes. Just moved from PS5 to PC, so started the grind fresh again. Oh, nice! Welcome to the infinite grind. It's rough starting over, but it's not impossible. I started over on PlayStation. I started over on PC as well. We're gonna do these camp buffs here and then get started. I'll also make a team. You guys can join my team if you want. Smash like, subscribe if you're new, turn on bell notifications. I live stream and upload weekly Fallout 76 content. $1440p for the win. Yeah, it really is, Heisenberg Finn. Like, I was wondering, should I make a video on that? Because, like, you see so many people make videos on, like, trying to figure out if 4K is better than 2K. And you never see anyone talk about eye strain on 4K. When you have four times the pixel density of 1080p 10 inches from your eyes, like, there's gonna be problems. Hey, Glass, hope you're having fun. Thank you. I am. Just started having fun. Just restarted PC a few months ago. Honestly, the only issue is finding raid peeps right now. Charles Campbell, it's gonna be hard right now, mainly for a couple of reasons. They have absolutely killed their own engagement, Bethesda, I mean, because they keep turning down spawn rates on the main activity for the season. Like, they did that for the Bigfoot season, and every time they turn down spawn rates on the main activity of a season, it just makes people, like, lose interest in the game and go to other games. You see that a lot. I don't understand why they nerf their game like that. But they really don't seem to enjoy having people playing their game, because they keep nerfing it. They keep nerfing the engagement. Like, you know what I mean? When we had Bigfoot and it was spawning all the time for like 2 weeks, and then they turned down the spawn rate dramatically. Now we barely see Bigfoot. And they did that like right after 2 weeks. And then we had like 3 months of basically pointless season. The season was about Bigfoot, and Bigfoot wasn't really spawning anymore. I find that so dumb that they do that. But basically people go to other games, you know. Plus the raid is 2 years old, so the fact that that's old, and also the new season rewards really suck this season. And I'm not exaggerating, we've all seen it. Some of the worst rewards we've ever gotten. To get, you know, a freaking, what is it, a rusty teal bathtub as a premium paid reward? Like, who the heck thought of that? What the heck? Plus, this is a infestation based update, and we don't have any icons for player icons that are infestation based. They're like all fishing related, and the fishing update was like 4 seasons ago. We even have fishing outfits on here. Like, what the hell is going on? Why is the disconnect so bad? What's with all these fishing icons? Look, we finally have one that's remotely infestation related, the glowing dog player icon, but it's not even really infestation related. Bald boy fishing icon here again. Like, it's just crazy. Plus, season 26 isn't looking too good, and some really great games have been coming out, like Crimson Desert, the new Halo, which is fresh off the press. You know, Pal World 1.0, which is launched. So there's a lot of great games out right now that people are just choosing to play. So I agree, it's really hard to find raiders, and especially on PlayStation, because they had it really bugged out for a while. When we look at this patch note here, they talked about things that they fixed, and look at this: fixed issues with the survival tent causing players to crash on PlayStation. When this was a problem, you could not use your survival tent. As soon as you opened it out, it would just crash the game. Fixed an issue with Vault Boy. That's just like a thing, an emote staying after using the sharpening stone, not a big deal. Fixed an issue where players would crash near the Gleaming Depths raid. Okay, so that's why players aren't raiding on PlayStation, okay? If you're wondering why, that's why. Because players couldn't even freaking do the raids on PlayStation without crashing. And then general stability improvements. Honestly, we need more. We need more generalized stability improvements on PlayStation. It's still just not stable. So, yeah, that's why. That's the reason you're having trouble finding raiders. I do too. I have trouble finding raiders on PlayStation so much that I can basically never do a raid stream on PlayStation with randoms, because people just don't join the raid team. So, and I love to stream with and raid with viewers, but I also try to, like, do randoms, but it's almost impossible because, like you mentioned, people just aren't raiding, and it's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. You get the best rewards. It's really worth your time. So, what do we got? I do have some bounties. We're gonna make, we're gonna go make Papa Skittles proud. Famous bounty hunter, my grandpa, Papa Skittles. We're gonna go give a dose of the long paw of the law to the wasteland. $10,000 ammo to solo infestation boss, bulk 33. Dang, what are you using? I showed my pepper shaker build killing an infestation boss, and it only took 600 rounds. But it is the pepper shaker. And this was after they added a ton of HP. We were doing pretty good last night. We were running up, we were a full crowd though. Everyone was pretty much min-maxed. And that's what happens, right? It's almost impossible for, it's gonna be basically impossible for Bethesda to balance the infestations for everyone, because everyone's at a different point in the game, and there's like a massive difference between a new player's damage output and an endgame player's damage output. So if only new players are at the infestation you're at, it's gonna suck. If you're there and there's like 7 or 8 endgamers, it's gonna be over within a minute. So it's like that. It's gonna be almost impossible to balance. But someone had mentioned, I think it was Fargassier mentioned in one of his videos, that a neat fix for that could be to add a timer. So like if the first person were to join the infestations, there would be like a 3-minute timer before it actually starts. That's a really smart fix. You know why? Because that's what we have at Earl. When you go to an Earl Williams event, the nuke boss, there's like a 3-minute timer as soon as you enter the tunnel, which gives people time to show up. Honestly, they should just employ that mechanic across the board for all bossing, because it just gives time for people to show up and partake in the event. That would completely solve the issue. You wouldn't have to throw more HP at it. You wouldn't have to do these like time gates with well, not time gates, but like what they're gonna try to do later on with making it so that when you show up you have to clear the minions first and then you can find the boss. The time gate would dramatically fix the problem. Hey, Delmer Clark 8383, welcome to the Glass Gang. GG, thank you for the support. You have access to Glass Gang members only content, and you'll see your name on the official Glass Gang roster at the end of my videos next month. Thank you so much. Alright, so we got 17 bounties. Jay Dizzle, yo! What's up, my guy? Welcome to the stream, OG Glass Gang in the house. We're on PlayStation tonight. Look at that. No one's joined my team yet. Oh no. We have 3 open spots on my team, gang. If you want to join, I left my gamer tag in the description. I'll probably have to add you back, but that's okay. We got 2 friend requests. Tonight we're accepting all. Bethesda, stop trying to make fish happen. It's not going to happen. Yeah, basically. Yeah, I was really annoyed this season. I started with on PC, looking forward to the next season, though. Every time there's a new season, there's an influx of players, so you will get to play with some people, Charles. Also join the Discord. It can still be hard in our Discord to find people to raid with. It just is what it is right now. The raids are basically dead. People have exhausted them and are pretty tired of it. Luckily, though, bounties is a pretty easy grind, pretty easy to do, pretty easy to get folks to do with you, and it's easy to get wanted posters too. Did they make these guys tankier too? Like, what the heck? Glass, do you remember if Raid was on PTS before it came out? Because I don't remember if it was. Yes, it was. It was Heisenberg Finn. I remember that vividly because back then I was only on Xbox, and everyone, all the other YouTubers, were playing on PTS and testing it and stuff like that. And I remember thinking, man, I really need to get on PC because all these other YouTubers, they have a leg up on me, you know? I can't get on there and test a build ahead of time. Why am I dying so easily here? I need to have a look at this character. I haven't played in like a week. I need to figure out what's going on with her. She's just going all, she's just dying at the tickle. Like what the heck? We can drop pack and light at least. Well, she could have better endurance. It'd be better if someone would join my team. Why is no one joining my team? I need that 40% damage buff and the tankiness you get from strange in numbers. That'd be nice. A little bit of added tankiness doesn't hurt. I think we got one down. Nurse Glass to the rescue. Oh wow, that was a stagger and a half. I need strength and limb mods. Yeah, basically, raids definitely had PTS access, early access on PTS. I wasn't able to work on a build ahead of time, and because of that, my first raid stream was terrible. My build sucked. I just died over and over. It was terrible. Yeah, basically just like that. Hey, Ted turned 7, GG. Hiya, Glass. Hey, 5TY5345. I have your Tesla Cannon raid solo build, and it's like 3,500 fusion cells. Oh yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. They just have a ton of tank. They have so much HP right now. They have more HP than the snake boss, okay? By like double. And that's, how do I know that? Because it takes 300 rounds for me to kill the snake boss in 40 seconds with the pepper shaker. And it takes me 2 minutes and 600 rounds. So that's literally double. So they have twice the amount of HP as the snake boss. That's just not balanced in my opinion. The snake boss is supposed to be like the end game of the end game in the game for bosses, and honestly Earl has more tank. Earl has more HP than the snake boss. I wouldn't mind if they made the snake boss more tanky. But they definitely overdid it with the infestation bosses, because now some people just absolutely can't do it. They can't be bothered to do it, and the learn rate for the new mods is 1%. Like, that's horrendous. People just can't be bothered to do it right now. Okay, let's see. I need to get caught up on the chat here. We're also going to go... Man, I'm so surprised no one's joined my team yet. Oh wait, there is someone on my team. Just one person though. Beast of Burden is up, but it's probably bugged. Knowing that event, it's probably just bugged. Just think how dumb Todd Howard is. They had an extremely popular TV series and he was too stupid to tie anything with the series. Well, yeah, I mean, you're not far off from the mark there. Basically, they had 10 years and 2 seasons of a hit TV show to come up with something new. And all that we got was the ghoul, who's somehow everywhere on the map at the same time. And don't get me wrong, this is cool, but like, why is he the main focus of the series? Why don't we have some kind of lore? Or like, could you imagine if they made Lucy a camp ally? That would be amazing. Or Maximus, that would be so cool. So many people would love that. I know there's like lots of POS role players out there that would freaking love that. So yeah, they definitely could have done a lot more. Oh shoot, I need ammo before the next one for sure. The biggest problem I've had is I find a raid team. Oh wait, what? If I find a raid team, no one wants to go through the whole thing. Kind of hard to unlock everything that way. Oh yeah, that's true. There's people that either want to just farm EN06 or just farm the snake. There's like no in between anymore. I feel that. I feel that. That is a real problem. But I find that PlayStation is just suffering, you know, it's in a bad spot. It's so hard to even get people to join my team. That says a lot. There's usually only a couple teams active in a world too. You'll try to world hop, I've noticed too, and you end up back in the same world. That's not a good sign. The best thing to do for the PSN 4-star mods now is hope for them in vendors or friends trading them to you. Yeah, basically JSwim. Yep. Hi there, Miss Glass. Hey, Filthy One. Sorry I'm so behind on the chat, gang. I was rambling there. Let me get caught up. The Hunt sounds like a weird horror movie. What? Ragdoll falling through a hole in roof. Yeah, that was funny, right? We have doing 16-man raid on Xbox with multiple groups like crazy the past few days. That's cool. Okay, I was hoping you would say it wasn't. I'm so hoping for a surprise raid next season, because other than the weapon changes, there's really no new content. There's not gonna be any new content, Heisenberg Finn. This dev team is so hellbent on trying to please everyone that complains in their Discord about not doing enough damage to anything, that they just can't. They're so focused on combat changes that they can't focus on anything else. It's combat changes in the Atomic Shop. If you haven't noticed, the Atomic Shop just keeps getting like new stuff, like actually new items, but they act like it's hard to make new items for a season. Yeah, that's just pure greed. That's all it is. They clearly have the abilities and the thought process to make new items when we see them all the time in the Atomic Shop, brand new items that they want 600 atoms for or 1,000 atoms for. Like, come on. The greed is just insane. I don't know what's going on here, but encoding overloaded. Consider turning down video settings or using a faster encoding preset. Okay, that's really strange. I've never seen that before. Why is that a problem? That don't make no sense. Oh, I'm streaming in 1080p from the console. That could be why. I don't know. I have to look into it. We'll have to try and figure that out later. Only downside is the surprise raid would be so buggy. Yeah, they just can't do that. I think you and I both know it would be a huge problem. They need us to test the stuff for them because they just won't test it themselves. Bethesda knows they don't need to work hard on anything, but the stuff in the Atomic Shop, it's like in the Simpsons episode with Malibu Stacy, but she's got a new hat and we all rushed to buy that hat. It's so real. Side note, no Edison Power Armor paint available with Bethesda support, but the Matte Black Enclave one, that's pretty cool too. It is. There's also a shiny Enclave one. Yeah, I feel like the exact opposite happened. Now they are so tanky, only a couple or no one joins and goes to the infestations. That's right. Yeah, I know what you mean. I wish they would just chill with trying to... It's like every season, we're not looking forward to new content. We're not looking forward to new quests. We're not looking... The only thing we have to look forward to is more combat changes, drastic changes to armor. These aren't really things we can look forward to because it doesn't really hurt people like me. You know, I have a whole freaking community that are willing to craft me mods to do the testing I need to do or whatever. Who it hurts are new players. New players that come into the game and they don't have the resources. They just finished watching a build guide and finally putting the effort towards the build, and 1 month later everything changes and is flipped over on its head and your build no longer works like the video, and you have to try to figure out where the problem is and how to fix it, or hope that the creator comes out with an update to your specific build that you decided to go with. And it's just a freaking nightmare for the community right now. It's been like this for the past year. It wasn't like that before, but yeah, it's just been hell, really, with the combat changes. It's been really drastic over and over. And it's not anything to look forward to, you know? No one really cares about that. It's like 1% of the community that actually does. People who are gonna min-max and actually put use to it, but then it's a double-edged sword, because if you're doing too much damage, they need to rebalance it. They need to change combat stuff again. Like, oh my god, it's a never-ending cycle. Please just focus on bringing engaging content to the game. It's that simple. There will always be a meta because people will always try to figure out what's the most effective tactics available. It just is what it is. There's a meta in every game, and there's nothing wrong with it. Especially if it's achievable to everyone, which it is. There's nothing that's legacy anymore that you can't get from just playing the game. Nothing that does, like, more damage. We got a knockoff Maximus ally. I know, right? That was so weird. Give me Lucy. I would love Lucy as an ally, too. I'm still missing the Vulcan jetpack because no one wants to kill the 4th boss. From the beginning, I thought Lucy, the Vault Dweller, should have been the main protagonist in TV series. I thought so too. Like, there was a lot of focus around her. She's a very relatable character to a wide audience. I get it. The ghoul is cool. He's a badass, you know, stuff like that. Cool, but I find he's not, like, super relatable. He's kind of mean. That's just me. I always love scenes with Lucy because you don't know what's gonna happen. She's so unpredictable. Bethesda's response to Lucky, Maximus, and 76 is that they aren't very alive. They aren't every... What? Is that they aren't every alive born. They... So nope. CBA. The do it. What the heck, Heisenberg Finn? Like, What are you saying? I think I get what you're saying though. You're saying basically at this period in time in the Fallout lore, basically Lucy and Maximus aren't alive, but the ghoul is? I think that's what he means. I'm having issues with logging in. Are you on Xbox? That is a problem on Xbox. Where it just stays stuck on signing in. If it's doing that, it's a problem with your NAT. With your internet Wi-Fi NAT. Xbox is super picky about that, and I had so much trouble with that. I had to get like my own special router so that I can access it and change the NAT while I'm signing in, and that fixed my problem. It's kind of annoying though. My big issue is preventing me from joining you tonight is that I'm on PC. Yeah, I'm on PlayStation tonight, Sophie. Everything looks good for me. I wish you was on PC so I can join you. I wish you could join me too. I play on PC, but just not tonight. I do have to come say hi to my PlayStation gang. I love them so much. They helped me get a PS5. I wouldn't be on here if it wasn't for them. I literally basically only play Fallout on this thing. Oh shoot, that was a nice flamer and I just scrapped it. I also find the reward system super lame because you have to put all your time into getting the reward drops, and then when you do, you have to scrap them, and then what are you left with? Just hopes and dreams, I guess. Hopes that you're gonna learn the new mod. It's just so draining. It's not a good reward system. Yeah, exactly. Meta's in every game, and it's going to be basically impossible because for them to balance it out for everyone, because almost everyone's at a different point in their game. And with how much of a gap there is between new player damage and endgame player damage, how many different perks affect stats across the board, it's basically impossible to balance. Need more raids? We do. We need one more raid minimum. I find it so strange that they haven't expanded on that. It's like if GTA were to just stop doing heists. After the first one they did, it was so popular that they basically made it a staple update. Every so often there's a new heist in GTA. And with how much engagement and players it brought to the game and for how long they were playing the game, I really thought that they were going to expand on that, and they just didn't. They did such a good job with it. The content from that update, the raids, is so unique to the raids that it forced people to learn about it and try and figure out what's going on and learn these tactics. It gets the whole community involved. You know, YouTubers make guides on how to do stuff and influence people to play and learn and enjoy the game more. It's a win-win. Every cost-cutting measure is a measure for them min-maxing their business. Is the rest of the raids after Reno 6 doable solo? The problem is the second stage. You can solo stage 3 pretty easily with the pepper shaker because it one-shots the shield generators. And you can basically solo it in a minute. But it's almost impossible to get past stage 2 solo. Like, one guy did it, okay, but just because one guy did it doesn't mean everyone can. He absolutely, like, spent a lot of time memorizing every spawn of every enemy and figuring out, like, the core mechanics of how they move and where they move, at what point they move, so that he could be like, okay, there's gonna be an enemy right here, and as soon as they spawn, boom, dead. Like, do you know how much time that takes? Not only that, but it's, like, a whole 10 minutes to do solo, so it's not exactly like fast. Plus you have to get the fuel yourself and defend the drill yourself. It's extremely difficult. I gave it a try and I never managed to do it, and I was like, yeah, there's no way I'm gonna like tell my audience to do this. This is crazy. I'll let him be that guy. Oh, I should probably launch my flare. Ignore that message. Too late, Finn. He's like, that was a typo. I had a brain aneurysm mid-chat. Totally alright. Happens to me too. Happens to me when I'm trying to reply to comments in the comment section. I feel like they made these guys tankier because I used to cut right through them. And now this guy is just so tanky. Did they like secretly buff these guys too? They appear to have way more health. I don't know if it's just me or if you guys noticed that too. Also, some of the questions that get asked on this live stream, I'll be using in a video. I'm making a video where I it's kind of like a Q&A video, where I answer your questions in a video. I thought that would be good. And so yeah, don't be shy. Your question might make it in the video. Just like, don't ask me where I live. I don't know why, but my tracking just keeps breaking tonight. So, we'll just... yeah. Sorry, Glassy. Probably should have restarted my PC before launching the stream. In Fallout 4, the player can remove legendary mods from weapons and build those into weapons they choose. Well, that's cool. That's so cool. That's such a great idea. That's how it should be done. Because it's already rare enough to get the drops. It shouldn't be an extra a whole nother core mechanic that makes it nearly impossible. That has a 1% learn rate. It's freaking crazy. Plus, this is a paid live service game. Like, we're already dumping money into it. There's no reason for it whatsoever. Basically no. Not unless you have another character. There's no way to get to the snake. Like, and do the full raid solo without a group. If you use a second character, you can checkpoint the snake. But, yeah, some view that as cheating. And there's other cheats too. There's other exploits to use to get to the snake solo, but if you don't have a character, but yeah, exactly. You have to kill all mobs until they are just using the weakest weapon. Yeah, basically. They did increase headhunt boss health. Did they increase that's what I'm asking. There's so much tankier. I noticed that ever since they changed the infestation boss health, I was like, is no one talking about bounties being tankier? Because they're definitely tankier, okay? I noticed because I see my damage before on streams before the update and my damage I'm doing now, and it's just not at all the same. These guys got tankier too, for sure. I'm gonna have to do a deep dive on this and really look at footage from streams where I'm fighting the same bounty and compare how much time it takes, because my build hasn't changed. But I can tell I'm not killing them anywhere near as quick. And Bethesda likes to do that. They like making drastic changes and not tell anyone. Really? Level 900 and you launched my bounty? Well, to be fair, I was kind of like asleep on the switch there. Oh my. Ragtime Randy hits hard. I'm gonna try to cripple one of his legs here. Oh, I'm crippled. Oh, of course, I took too much damage now. I was crippled. That's what sucks about not having strength and armor limb mods. Oh, what the heck is draining my health like that? Did you guys see that? Something was draining my health. I think he's shooting those nuka grenades. Oh my god, they're so tanky now. Finally! Holy shoot! What is blowing up all the time? I think someone is spamming a fat man. Nobody using rad rifle, which is a good thing, by the way. Bethesda's solution to bosses being easier to kill is always to add more health and resistance. Never let's put in the game mechanics. Yeah, I agree with you, Little Red Truck. Just a time gate would be the best thing. What's your favorite way to grind bullet sponge infestation bosses so far? Pepper Shaker, Gauss Mini, Ultrasight. Let's be real 1 second, and I'm not trying to hate on that comment or anything, but no one is grinding infestations, mainly because it's like impossible. They don't even pop up. Like in my private world the other day, it took a whole hour for another one to pop up. That's not exactly an efficient grind, but I'm not hating on your comment or anything. I will answer your comment, and I do use the pepper shaker because it hits the hardest when we measured it against other weapons. It is the highest damage per shot. So with that, I also am tankier because I don't have to do stuff like with the Gals Mini build, having to do a stim pack build, costing you your health to stay in VATS. It just makes you less tanky against these really hard-hitting bosses. So for me, it's Ghoul with a pepper shaker. It takes about 600 rounds if I can VATS them. If they use the chameleon mutation and I can't VATS them, then it's like 2,000 rounds aimed on sight, which is insane. But besides that, another good option is the EPR flamer. That's actually hitting them pretty hard. A good Enclave plasma rifle with the aligned flamer or something, and like a Furious roll with pinpointers, which absolutely wrecks them. It's a really solid option. I don't remember how to play. I'm so used to power controls. That's so funny, Jason. I hope the devs see everything I've said. Well, they definitely watch my streams. Not every one of them, but sometimes. Because they banned me one time mid-stream because I was spinning AFK at Fastnat. I was on the piano, and I was actually not AFK. I was just, like, here talking about it. Talking about Fastnat and stuff. And they were like, yep, banned. To be fair, though, someone probably reported me. People are like that. I'll expect to see my question in the next video, JK. Maybe it will make it. Maybe. I thought they buffed all bosses, infestation rate, and headhunts. I didn't see a difference at the snake. I'm still getting the same times at the snake, but I definitely see the difference at infestation and headhunts. I've changed my build again for it because the health increase is insane. It absolutely is. I gave up on my unyielding XP build to go full power armor, defense with overeaters and rejuvenators. I can't die, but it takes 2 years to kill stuff. That's the trade-off, unfortunately. You can absolutely go more tank, but you miss out on crit damage and stuff like that, being able to crit every other shot with rejuvenators and stuff. But yeah, you do survive a lot better. I've been thinking of a build that is battle loaders, power armor, that keeps a quad crit damage Assaultron and head infestation bosses, bash. Someone did make a video on that on YouTube. Yeah, why don't money in the game if Bethesda is gonna screw like that with bounties being so super strong, but I still get a killing out of it? If random starts my bounties, I swap servers out of spite just so they don't get any more rewards. I pretty much do that too. I mean, only like if they keep doing it. Like sometimes, one time, I just gave someone the thumbs down to try to like tell them like, hey, like stop doing this. You know, I'm putting up bounties. It's my stream too. Like I'm trying to like do them on stream, and they just like did the laugh emote, being a child. So I just went to another server, like, okay, enjoy not getting bounties back to back, I guess, if you're gonna be like that. Yeah, that's so valid. Wait, if you leave server, no one gets the boss? No, people can still finish that bounty, but like afterwards, obviously whoever is spamming the bounties won't be spamming them in your server. So let's see if that level 900 decides to pop my bounty again while I'm standing right next to it. I expect it from like level 100, 200, you know what I mean? But not a level 900. You'd think they'd have more patience and kind of a better understanding of MMOs and being respectful, you know? What if you leave server, no one gets the boss? Oh, I think I already read that. Would you rather face 100 mole rat-sized mega sloths or fight one mega-sized mega sloth? I'd rather face one mole rat-sized mega sloth. No, they get that boss, but I normally use 10 to 20 bounties when I do them. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Like, they don't get to enjoy. That's the guy that launched my bounty. Oh, I should reload. We keep getting the Black Horseman. There's some kind of really strange effect going on. Like, I'm losing health really fast out of nowhere. And it doesn't seem to be from anything shooting at me. It's some kind of, like, area damage. Controlled infestation? Is there actually one? I also wish they would, like, figure out how to make events not be so, like, condensed in one area. Example, when we launch bounties, they only show up in this part of the map. You're telling me there's only outlaws in Ohio? Hard to believe, but I wish bounties would spawn everywhere. It's not like crazy, right? There's so many locations. It's literally just spawning NPCs. They could spawn anywhere. That and how infestations basically only spawn within the original map location, the original map zones. It doesn't spawn in Skyline Valley. It doesn't spawn in Burning Springs. That is so immersion breaking for me. I just want too much, I guess. I also want a chrome pepper shaker skin. I can't unsee this. I cannot look at my pepper shaker the same after seeing this. So, yeah. But we gotta go back to doing some bounties because tonight I am the law. Together with Fuzz Lightyear, we're taking these bounties to justice. Taking down these outlaws. Gonna make Pawpaw Skittles proud. Premium Redhead? You're on my team. Welcome, Premium Redhead. Redheads are cool. Vetis, hello, welcome. GG. How are you? I just noticed your comment, my guy. I had a thought the other day. One way to make the bosses tougher would be to make them immune to all but one type of damage. It would also encourage using different weapons. That is one way. What would be your recommendation to changing the difficulty of bosses? I wouldn't change the difficulty. I would not make them bullet sponges, but I would make it a time gate thing where once the first player shows up and discovers the infestation, you can, like, you would have minions spawn, but basically the infestation boss would not spawn until like 3 minutes, like a timer basically. That would ensure that everyone gets there even with the like 30-second loading screens and can partake in the event. without having to increase, you know, that HP and make them bullet sponges. Because right now people are just flying through resources to try to keep up with ammo. After my time in World of Warcraft, I have sadly learned the number of respectful players is vastly small when compared to the amount of non-respectful players. Yeah, you see that a lot in games. I think people just try to like take it out on other people when they're like that. I think people, it's a problem at home sometimes. There's a saying I like, there's no bad kids, just bad parents. And I'm not saying that the game is full of kids either. I'm just using that as a reference point for why some people grow up into being like that. Gaming just as a whole tends to attract lonely people that are kind of introverted and hate people. Oh look, someone launched my bounty again. Fantastic. I almost didn't make it to this one. It just died. Like, I'm one of those people, I'm lonely. Okay, just is what it is. It's a lonely world. But it's also mainly my fault. I lock myself into my room and I'm kind of antisocial. But I don't take it out on others. But unfortunately, it's very prevalent in gaming. And I think that's in every game. This game's not as bad though. I've definitely played worse games. Like GTA is horrific. With the amount of griefing going on there and how easy it is for people to grief others, it's insane. They even have workarounds on YouTube on how to join people's game after they've blocked you. Like, that's how toxic that community is. It's insane. So like if you blocked someone on Xbox, for example, on GTA, and they really want to have access to you and grief you, they can. There's workarounds. And it's on YouTube. And I don't mean to put that out there, but I'm just using that as an example of how toxic that community is. And it's why I've really never focused on it, even though it's one of my favorite games. But I mainly play like in invite-only solo sessions nowadays, just to avoid all that drama, all that nonsense. I hope the Fallout 76 game add in a game Pacific Rim Islands, like Hawaii or Guam United Islands. I don't know how they would do that. I don't know how they would be able to do that. I think I'm gonna go to a new world, guys, just because I'm getting annoyed with people spamming my bounties as soon as I launch them. No, I mean they are controlled, so very slow spawn rate. Yeah, that would be a way too, to just have it that you go to an infestation and the infestation boss doesn't spawn right away. You just have to deal with minions for a while. It'll give people time to show up. Outlaws can't swim, so they can't cross the river to Ohio. They're all cats! We all hate water! I'm not a ginger though. Late friends gamer tag. Oh, okay. My bad. Fun fact, my ex was a ginger. Vetis, is there any game-changing stuff coming soon? Yeah, pretty serious game-changing stuff. I just noticed, do you have 2 accounts, Vetis, or is these 2 different Vetises? But anyways, yeah, any game-changing stuff coming soon? Yes, changes to unique weapons is coming. So you'll be able to change the mods on every unique legendary weapon. Like currently you can do that to specific unique legendaries like the Elder's Mark and the Holy Fire, for example, but you can't do that to all unique legendaries. So like the Red Terror, currently you can't do that with, but you will be able to. You'll be able to change and modify every unique weapon very soon. Alright, I made a new team. I'm in a new world. Hopefully we find some decent folks here that don't rush other people's bounties. Hopefully we find some sportsmanship-like conduct in this lobby. Chrome Pepper Shaker skin is the best by far. The actual skins all look like they were found in a dumpster. I fully agree, Bulk 33. I fully agree. You and I seem to have very, very common beliefs. So I'll have to make you brand ambassador or something. That Chrome Pepper Shaker was amazing, right? Do you want to see another one? Someone posted this one in my Discord after they saw my Chrome one that I put in the video. This would also be a really, really nice skin to have. It's not too polished. Some people were saying how the Chrome just doesn't fit the lore because it's not dirty enough, but we have a Chrome minigun skin. Not everything has to be 100% lore friendly. We have a freaking flamingo flamethrower skin. It changes it into a bird. How does that make any sense? Everything doesn't have to be lore friendly. This is a lore friendly one. It's still a little dirty, but it doesn't have the ugly barbed wire and duct tape. So I think that's pretty cool. I wish they had an option to show current buffs as a bar, and like a training dummy for camp would help to see damage. That's a big one, Bill Ray. Actually, a really, really good question. I've always wondered that if they could or should do that. I think they should, mainly because if they want to stop us from using the snake boss as our test dummy for our build guides, then they should just do that. They should give us a test dummy we can place at our base that we can shoot at and see like crit damage we're doing, resistances, and maybe we could change the resistances for specific things like more energy resist or something to match different bosses, damage resist. I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be useful. It would also give us something to test our builds against without having to farm the snake over and over and, you know, show people that the snake boss ain't as big and bad as they made it out to be. What else do we have for questions? There should be so many ads that one man cannot target them all before they get overwhelmed. That would be cool. Yeah, you're right. That's right. It's an infestation. It should feel like it's infested when you look at it like an ant infestation, for example, or like any type of other, like a beetle infestation in your house or something. There's usually just tons of them, or a spider infestation. Just giving an example of what an infestation is. So yeah, whoa, what the heck's going on with this guy? Did you guys see that? His body was bent in half and halfway underground. It just works. Oh, I need ammo again. Clearly I'm not using a pepper shaker. I noticed with my pepper shaker, whenever I'm using it on stream, I'm always going to my ammo box to deposit ammo. I'm never going to it to grab more ammo. I just go to it to deposit ammo. The thing freaking prints ammo. Alright. What the heck? They just keep coming. J-Swim rejoined. GG. Glad you were able to make it in. I was hoping you'd be able to come back. Same glass locked in my room but want to connect. That's the thing, right? Games give us that outlet, especially MMOs. I feel for people like us. And it's just our way out. It's our way of socializing. It's our way of getting out there and meeting new people, making new friends. I love that about MMOs. I love that about this game. I made lots of great friends. One of them is the Orange Cowboy. You know, he actually encouraged me to do this. Like, big time. I was not gonna do this. I was uploading videos of camps I had built, just like cinematic shots, not even like showing people how to build it, but just like kind of showing off, I guess. But it's mainly because I didn't feel anyone would even watch it. It's so long and boring to watch a camp build video, you know? So originally I was just posting cinematics of the camps I built because I had so much time in them and I had so much pride in them. And Orange was like, you should upload your builds. They're really good. At the time, no one was running heavy guns in VATS. And so I was using my gap plaz in VATS back then with a high max AP build. It was very unique for its time. And that's what ended up exploding my channel, because right when the raids came, heavy guns and VATS became the meta because of changes that came to the gap plaz and reducing the AP cost on heavy guns. And because I had such a massive library of build guides like that, it just exploded my channel. Only my beard gets red. That's so funny. I have two. I meant to be on this account. Haha, one's personal. GG. I figured that was you, Ventus. Ventus is also one of my friends I met on this game. We go way back. Bethesda is doing an expansion for 76 Raven Rock. It can't be connected. I don't think their current map, so an island map might be possible. Hopefully it's not another expedition like they did with the pit. Let me add this person here. And I'll keep reading comments. I love all the questions though. I'm literally running out of breath trying to keep up. Luckily I have an iced coffee by my side. I have it holstered, gang. Iced coffee on tap. I love meeting new people from MMOs. I have autism and I'm very withdrawn socially, so being able to meet people in a game when I am where I feel comfortable and safe is wonderful. That's it. You nailed it. Even for people that don't have autism but are just socially withdrawn, like you mentioned, gaming's a way out of that. And it mostly comes from people having bad experiences socially. You know, how many times have you tried to hang out with people who you think are your friends and they take shots at you at your expense in front of others and try to embarrass you because they feel what that is when people act like that is they feel smaller than you. They feel like they have to assert themselves above you. They feel jealousy over you in some way, some form or another. It's really disgusting. Sad to see people act like that. When people do that to me, I just don't talk to them again. It just is what it is. Like, grow up. And some people never do grow up, you know? It is what it is. But it does lead to being socially withdrawn because people suck. This is what it is. Oh wait, I need to get some ammo. Did I launch a bounty? Oh shoot! I don't even remember doing that. Someone must have launched it then. Hey Queen! GG! Did you guys see what they may add? A 4th star enemy after a bounty hunt called Pint-Sized Slasher Mini Boss who can spawn after events like Bigfoot. I hope they actually do that. King Shots, welcome to the stream by the way. Hopefully they don't turn down the spawn rate after 2 weeks again like they've been doing with everything new. It's so annoying that they do that. Yeah, apparently they only like their game to have engagement for 2 weeks. He got me. Thank you so much for the res. Cold the Bolt, you need to chill out with that little Tesla rifle. There we go. Nice Don Pedro. Alright. Very cool. Everyone's rocking some high quality firearms. Very cool. Where are we at? Where are we at with questions? Not seen much about it yet, but they will probably nerf the spawn rate after a week, like they did with Bigfoot and uninvited guests and the infestations. Yeah, absolutely can count on them nerfing it. Like, it's so weird, right? No other game that I play do they nerf the main activity of a season right after the season drop. And then for the rest of the season, the main activity just isn't available. That is such a strange concept. Who does it hurt to have it spawn? Who is it actually hurting? It's so weird. I just can't wrap my mind around it. I don't understand what the reasoning is. They said no more expeditions ever. Kind of weird to cut off a whole avenue of content possibilities. I think it's because they have such a problem with the current expeditions. They're so buggy and laggy. It's really crazy. I don't know why they have a problem with that, but expeditions is super buggy and they've never fixed it, so it leads me to believe they can't fix it and they just don't want that headache anymore. Maybe it's just too difficult for them to make content that goes to another map. Who knows? Maybe they just need better developers. Maybe I said it. Maybe I could be right. Could be wrong, but I don't know nothing about doing that stuff, but there's always someone that's better at it, if you know what I mean. It hurts the Atomic Shop. Is that what it is? Their real babe? No Atomic Shop, no 76? Makes sense why the Atomic Shop gets literally more new rewards than any season we've ever gotten. You're like, oh, it takes, you know, manpower and stuff like that to come up with unique and new rewards every season, so reskins are the way to go. But the Atomic Shop, though, that gets new rewards all the time. Yeah, it's just so obviously greed, you know. Alright, well, someone should just launch it, because I've kind of been, like, forgetting to launch my own bounties. I was getting upset that people were launching my bounties, and I'm always forgetting to. What a conundrum. Oh! Ah! Spawned right under me. Oh yeah, that can happen, Flavored Parrot. Sometimes a legendary Wendigo Colossus will spawn in that area near where the nuke zone typically happens. Crafting some unique items will need vault steel to make it, but it can change before it comes to the live game. I hope they change it because I find that such a drastic requirement. But then again, we don't have much of a use for vault steel right now, so it kind of does give that a sort of usefulness, but I also just think it's overkill. They seem to just try to find everything they can to make the game more of a grind lately. Sorry if I sound so like such a downer tonight. I'm just sad about the state of the game. It's never been this grindy. It got way grindier the last year. I just hope they chill out. I hope it ends in a place where the game is playable and just not like a massive headache for the majority player base. Because I want to see the game do well. I enjoy this game. I have fun. I still do, somehow, after all this time. I like to build camps when I get like really tired of the grind. I like to do base building. Base building's a lot of fun in this in this game. You can get really creative. We keep getting the same bounties tonight. Have you guys noticed that? This was happening on last night's stream too. It was like the same 3 bounties that we get over and over. Tonight it seems to be Ragtime Randy, the Horseman guy, and the Crazy Scientist. I know that's not actually his name, but you know what I mean. Look at how tanky these 2-star guys are. This doesn't make any sense. There's a 3-star legendary guard crusher just like out of nowhere. A 3-star legendary enemy that's not even the bounty. That's cool. More legendaries, please. Wow, the Gauss mini really blinds the crap out of me. That's another reason I don't like using it, and I always forget about that until I start using it, and I'm like, ah, this is why. It just makes your whole screen go white. It was way worse before. The only way to get god rolls was to pay real money to dupers or grind months and months. Well, I see what you mean, minus blindfold. I see what you mean. In that regards, then yes. It was more of a grind. You didn't absolutely have to pay dupers for it. There were armor set collectors that I know personally that were just playing the game a lot and getting, you know, real drops. There wasn't dupes for every single armor set. There was armor set dupes, but not every armor set was duped. And you know, you definitely had to trade for god roll gear. So in that regards, yes, it is easier to put together an armor set now and to have the right rolls on the weapon that you want. But I just find it's just so much more of a grind the way that they made the reward system, where you have to scrap to learn stuff. And it's just not very rewarding, because you get the drop, you wait forever to finally get a drop, and then when you finally see that active modded on an armor piece, you have to scrap it in order to use it on something that's useful. I just find that not appealing or not a rewarding experience. But that's just me. Still waiting for stash box limit to increase since release. That should have happened many years ago. Yeah, we're really overdue for a stash limit increase. I wish it wasn't a thing. I wish it was like Pal World, where you just put down another stash box and it can fit more stuff. But maybe that's not possible with an MMO because it has to load everyone's crap. I don't know. I can do expeditions all day on PC. I did so many for all the Civil Engineer mods and Union mods. Yeah, I think it's just kind of worse on Xbox and PlayStation. It's very unstable for me on Xbox, for example. It crashes a lot. Or it just breaks, where you're trying to do the activity and the activity isn't working, whatever it is, like throwing potatoes or something, or doing the one where you have to follow that guy around to the blood pack thingies. That one breaks a lot. Do I need ammo? No, I'm good. Gotta check with the LMG. I thought the casino one was really fun. I liked that expedition. I liked the interior and I liked the atmosphere around the casino. I liked it. It almost gave a New Vegas vibe before we had anything remotely close to New Vegas. Stash limit used to be 400. That's really rough. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I remember that. People used to put the letters up like QE25 meant quad explosive less VATS on tradable weapons on their walls at their base, and every time you inquired about it, they were like, I want a TFJ, I want a leather coat, give me all your money. They were just robbing people. But to be fair, the god rolls were pretty rare back then, so but people were getting scammed a lot back then. That's why you gotta be careful with GameFlip too, because a lot of those scammers went to GameFlip, so I don't condone doing anything on GameFlip. I don't recommend it either, and you absolutely should not buy from GameFlip because there's a lot of scammers that are operating stores on GameFlip where they're selling stuff that they scammed off people for real money. So that's why, like, in my Discord, we don't allow RMT. When anyone even talks about RMT in the live chat, they get banned from talking in the live chat. It's just, it's a big problem. The game is already a money dump. You absolutely should not be spending money on that to give it to scammers, so be very wary of that. There's also the scammers list, so if you ever like meet up with someone you want to trade, the scammers list is a volunteer community of folks that list people on the scammers list if there's proof of them scamming someone else. It's the only way you get listed on it. So if there's recorded proof of you scamming someone, you get listed on there. And there's a lot of game flippers, there's even YouTubers that are listed on there. There was a YouTuber I used to watch and used to love, and I don't want to shout him out because I don't want to send any traction his way, but he scammed some folks. At the time I was volunteering for the group that was operating the scammers list. I wasn't volunteering for the scammers list, I was doing something else for them because they were a pretty large group at the time. But I was basically just building camps for people and helping people trade safely. I was like a courier. I was a middleman for trades, and so I saw a lot of how that gets done and operated, and it's very legit. So whoever you trade with, make sure you check out the scammers list. Google it if you have to. There's a scammers list for every platform. Don't mind me, Glass. You started this Debbie Downer train, and I'll keep it rolling. You know, it feels like it's been every stream lately. That's why I feel bad, because I don't like being like this. I genuinely love the game, and I put 11,000 hours in the game before even starting my YouTube channel. So I wish I could be more positive about it. I just hate where it's at right now. I feel like they just need to like chill with the combat balancing and actually work on bringing us new content that's playable and enjoyable. You know, emphasis on playable, and also like chill with the freaking atomic shop. It's so obvious when you look at the freaking atomic shop. Look at how much is going on here. If it loads. This ain't so bad, right? It looks pretty average. But then you go a couple pages down, look at all these bundles. They are putting so much work into the atomic shop. And there's so many new items. You cannot tell. Like, this is new, these boxcars are new. They seem to have no trouble bringing us new items to the atomic shop. And they're so focused on selling bundles. Like, man, it's just so cheesy. If they made playable content that was engaging, they would have so much player retention and engagement that they wouldn't have to focus so hard on trying to sell stuff in the atomic shop. Like, it would just happen naturally. But this is all a good thing too, you know. It is constructive criticism that we're putting out there in hopes that someone sees it and thinks about it. Because if we start realizing it and pointing it out, like, hey, the greed is so obvious, you're saying that it's really hard to dedicate manpower to new items for seasons, but then when we open up the atomic shop, it's in our faces. You can clearly come up with new items, and you're doing it all the time for the atom shop. Like, someone's got to point it out. I got robbed a glowing mask on PS5 without dude buying my 1 water for 30k caps. He just left trade and server. It happens, gang. Yeah, don't do it. Get a courier. Couriers are out there, like C76 on Xbox. They will literally join your world. They're a volunteer group, and they'll help you make the trade. And if basically, like, they don't drop first, and because they're verified, they're listed on a website, they have their identities linked to that and everything. If they scam, it literally hurts your reputation. People can actually Google that about you. The scammers list is no joke. So it's pretty cool that they're volunteer too. Like, it's free to hire a courier for your trade. I used to trade a lot. I got my traveling leather coat stolen during a trade, so be careful. Sucks when it happens. That's a big problem that people keep asking Bethesda if they'll ever fix too. Like, Nuka Knights actually asked them that to their face during an interview, and I was like, wow, he's ballsy. This will probably be his last interview with them. They really don't like talking about that. They hate admitting that the trade system is broken. They really try to dodge answering that question. But yeah, trade system is broken, and it's easy to get scammed. They need to figure something out about that. It's a problem. I think these ones have the chameleon mutation or something, because they keep breaking my VATs. Also, what the heck? These mutations are so lame. I can't even get a shot in. I have to keep stimming. Dude. That's overpowered. I can't even reload my gun. Oh my. Come on. There we go. Yeah, they definitely increased the health on these bosses. They weren't all this tanky before. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Couldn't stim because I opened up my freaking weapon wheel. How is Scout Leader Karen not dead yet? See what I mean? With all the people that are here, and she's not dead yet, they've definitely made them more tanky. Am I the only one here? Like, there's no one here. Where are all the players? What the heck? There's 3 people here. Is this a dead world? Holy shoot, I'm just running through ammo with these tanky boys. And stim packs, because whatever mutation they have is OP. My god. Have you noticed how I don't care about tactics like that? Like using the radium rifle that's just broken right now. You know why? Because when you lean on it and it gets patched, it's over for you. And it always gets patched. And then it feels boring. They took that away from you. Been there, done that. You're much better off putting together a high DPS build. But also, the radium rifle doesn't work against everything, so don't act like it's the be-all, end-all. It's only working against targets that have no radiation resistance. But this world is clearly just dead, so I think we'll go to a new world. It's a dead game. It sure is dead on PlayStation. I've literally never seen that before, though. It doesn't happen on Xbox or my PC streams, where there's just 3 people showing up to bounties. That is crazy. The rifle is not broken. The bosses have no rad resistance. Oh, okay. Here, what the heck always makes me laugh. What the heck? It's a genuine what the heck. That's why. It comes from the heart. It comes from deep within. Alright, let's see if there's people playing on this world. Okay, there's quite a few camps. That's a good sign. What do we got here? We got a load bearing. Oh. Okay. Gamma gun was revoked. Oh, okay, minus blindfold. Okay. Send a turn up for 800 jewels, my guy. Thank you so much, Elf Pop. Honestly, the new meta is to not spend any ammo. It's to just like show up and get a few shots in and just wait for the crowd to kill it. That's gonna be the new meta for most people. But yeah, stuff like the radium rifle right now is no different than when the auto axe was bugged and people were using that. It's funny too, because back then people were joining my stream and trying to act like I didn't know about it and they came up with it. But I just wasn't doing it because I knew it was going to get nerfed and don't want to teach my audience to play like that. Because then you end up getting nerfed every season and it's just a bummer when you get nerfed. And luckily by doing that, what that's amounted to is this channel gets nerfed the least amount. I rarely have to update builds unless there's drastic changes to stuff, which there are sometimes, but yeah, it's been really nice to see that a lot of my builds still work from like 5 months ago. But when people join the chat and try to like say they came up with a build and it's literally on YouTube by like Wiggle Plays or something, it's just so cringe. I just lose all respect for those people. Your comments have no weight here. Like, go try to be it guy somewhere else. It's cringe behavior. There's lots of fantastic YouTubers on YouTube, and what I like to do is I try to do my own thing, you know? So when they do something and they come out with something, I don't just copy what they're doing. I let them have it. You know what I'm saying? If people want to see that content, they should get it from the horse's mouth. That's how I am. So when people come to my channel and they try to tell me to copy what someone else is doing, it's just annoying to me. I'm just like, get out of here. I don't have to do that. You can tell the rad raffle is broken, as enemy that would take 10k damage to kill dies in only 1 to 3 shots. 700 damage showing and then dying. Yeah, like it's clearly bugged, right? The other guy that's saying it's not is literally just coping. But yeah, the reality is that it's going to get nerfed like everything else does. Like the grenades got nerfed. Some people were in chat saying, no, it won't get nerfed. They can't nerf it. And look, are we VATSing grenades still? Is it still working? No. Stuff like that is obviously broken and gets addressed. You are my favorite build channel for sure. Ah, thank you, Bulk33. I think everyone on YouTube does a great job. You know who's a good one coming up too? That guy Nitty. He's always putting out some unique content, and I'm always like, dang, dude, I'm impressed. Shout out to that guy Nitty. He's also easy to listen to. I like his voice. I have a feeling he's going to be very popular once the algorithm does him some justice. He absolutely deserves it. Oh yeah, the syringer. I always forget about that. That's something we used to use a long time ago to farm Earl, because it helped a lot with him. He's super tanky, right? So the endanger all syringer helped with that. And that is a really solid mention, Bulk 33. We should, maybe I'll do a video on how to use the syringer. That would help some people, I think. Especially with these infestation bosses. Jokes on them, I came up with all the builds. Yes, you did, Darian Venus. Yep. Why is the radium rifle broken? Or borked? I like that word, borked. I haven't used it in like forever. So basically they messed it up where some enemies that don't have radiation resistance are taking like just way too much radiation damage from the radium rifle. To put it in an easy explanation, to dumb it down a little bit, basically it doesn't make any sense for a tanky target that basically has like 600,000 health points to die right away, for example, right? And that's what's happening. Like you shoot at a target that clearly has a lot more than 700 points of health, and you're seeing 700 points of damage pop up, but the boss just straight up dies after that one shot. So it just doesn't make sense. You're the pepper shaker master. Keep doing your thing. Don't waste any time with other creators. Just focus on what you know. You know, sometimes I'm wrong, right, Baron? It happens. I try to not be wrong as best as I can, but sometimes I'm wrong. Sometimes I'm right. I just do what I do, and I try to share what I know as far as I know it, as far as I can throw it, and whatever sticks, sticks, you know, whatever works, works. That's how I view it. A lot of times what I find with this game is, the reason why I'm saying that, why sometimes I'm wrong, is because sometimes the devs will say stuff in patch notes like this works, and then you go and try it and it does not work. Or they say something works a certain way in the Pip-Boy, and then you put it together and you actually go test it and it's not doing at all the results you're expecting. The game is borked, basically, like what the other guy said in the chat. It's it says one thing, it does another. But I try my best to just be helpful, put out content that's going to help people, and I've put a lot of effort in learning how to edit videos so that I can like zoom in on stuff and point out stuff so that it's kind of easier to understand, because it is difficult sometimes, especially for newer players, because there's so much to look at when you open your armor set, for example, right? You have stats, you have legendary effects, you have all this stuff, so that's why I try. That's why it's important to test stuff, which we do a lot of. Constantly, it feels like I spend all my time at the snake. He's just a good test dummy, you know? He spawns and he wiggles and you shoot bullets into him and he dies. So like them robot bosses with the auto axe, yeah, exactly. Notice how that's not a thing anymore? People were saying back then that it would never get patched. It's exactly like that. It's very clear that the rad rifle is just not working as intended, or else other rad weapons would be doing the same thing. It's going to expire like milk, is what I'm saying. Just like everything else. My problem with the syringer is that I always forget that it kills my existing bullet storm. Yeah, that is annoying. It's nice with the pepper shaker that it builds bullet storms so fast. That's what's nice about it. On top of printing ammo. But as far as I know, the auto axe is balanced right now. It's not doing... Basically what was happening with the auto axe is people would put the Pounders mod, which is supposed to do something like 100% more damage, more melee attack damage, and back then it was doing 1,000% more. When it was like when you would actually look at the damage numbers and quack-emulate it. It was doing 1,000% more damage, so yeah, it was clearly broken. People were saying it wasn't back then too, but they learned the hard way. Just like we all did. What the heck?! Oh shoot, I was muted. Oh no! Oh no! I was talking a lot. Oh no, I was muted. Shoot, I need a new mic. Gang, I need a new mic. I can't do this anymore. This mic just has a terrible mute button and mute feature, and there's a tiny little light like on the bottom of it, and you just can't see it. You just can't see when it's muted. It's a terrible mic. It sounds good, and that's what I like about it. I think it sounds nice. It's one of the best mics I've had that makes me sound okay-ish. But yeah, sometimes if you look far back on my videos, I'm using, like I've used 4 different mics on my channel since I started. I'm really picky about the way they sound. And my very first mic was actually the built-in mic on my laptop, which sounded terrible. I always get the ick when I listen to those videos. But yeah, I think it's time to get a new mic. GGJ Swim, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I am the truth seeker. I try to be anyways. Bulk 33. I try to be. And what I mean by that is I just try to talk about what the people feel. What I see the most of in my chat when I do these like reading comment streams. I just try to be the voice for you guys. Because someone has to do it. And I don't take any Bethesda money. They don't send me any money. So they don't pay me, you know what I'm saying? So I can stay 100% legit. I'm supported by the Glass Gang. Wouldn't be possible without you guys. I don't push a narrative here. It's also easier for us to notice you're muted with the model on screen. I usually have Glassy. Sorry, I just don't like talking about Glassy while I'm being Glassy because it just feels weird. So like not in front of Glassy, if you know what I mean. But yeah, tonight Glassy's breaking a lot. Maybe it's my lighting. One sec. Let me just put the lights to white. Maybe it's that. We'll see. Bethesda's messing up on that for sure. Are you saying they should pay me to shut up? Oh my god. Like, pay me! Or we're keeping you hostage. We're keeping the truth coming out. We'll keep pointing out the problems, the greed. The features. Sorry, I meant the features. We'll keep pointing out the features. I'm a big fan of Bethesda games, though. There's really not many games I can think of that have been Bethesda games that I didn't enjoy. Like, when I tried Fallout 4, I got right into it. When I tried Fallout 76, I got right into it. When I tried Doom, same thing happened. That was right up my alley. Absolutely love Doom. When I tried ESO Online, got right into it. I had never tried Skyrim before. I don't play it anymore though. It's just too much of a money dump. It's basically like Fallout 76 but worse. I feel it's worse. I just know they can do better. That's all I want to see. It's constructive criticism, right? Because if they do better, we do better. We enjoy the game more. And when we enjoy the game more, we play more. And in turn, that brings more profits to them. It's literally a win-win. Like, I should be head of, like, creative director or something. Well, maybe not me, but someone. Someone that wants to see the game do good. Me just realizing the bounty's already dead. Hit us with a dono for a new mic. We got you, Ms. Glass. Well, thank you, King Shots. I'll be your creative director assistant and we can write the ship. Yeah, that's what we need to do. You're on board. Glass Gang approved. Someone get him a membership. I like this guy. Oh shoot, I'm out. I'm already out. We would, if Glass Gang was in charge of Fallout 76, we would absolutely make everyone OP overnight. We'd be like, guess what? First thing we're doing, crits auto-apply. That would be first thing on my list because 90% of the problems people have with my build guides is just not understanding, especially my VATS builds, that they can hold crit. They have to hold crit to get AP returned and to use the crit. A lot of times, when I tell people that that's what they're doing wrong, it's because they say things in my comment section like I have the build to the letter just like the video, but my AP drains out and I'm not doing anywhere near that damage. Yeah, that's because you're not using your crits. It's because people think that it's not their fault. There's nothing in the game that actually tells you to hold crit. But basically, people think that once crit is built, it's applying crit automatically. And it should. It honestly should. It just makes more sense. I have caps. We can use caps to buy more. Let's do that. We'll get more bounties. $5,000 caps. Here you go. Couldn't get into ESO when Skyrim and mods are better. I get that. I'm typically not a big mod person. Although I did go all out this one time on Cyberpunk. I had like a pink Skyline GTR in Cyberpunk and I had at least like 30 mods in that game and it was so much fun. It completely changed the game. But it's a lot of work to keep updating them. Your game keeps breaking. I'll be your creative director assistant and we can write the ship. Oh, I think I already read that one, but yeah, I vibe with that. Why doesn't these companies hire the most passionate gamers to help? I think mainly because we don't know how to code. That might be a problem. I don't know how to code. I just know how to yap. But yeah, they could. I think they should hire some gamers that actually play the game, because then they could be like, hey, what do you feel is wrong with the game? What is happening in game that you feel should be changed that would help players, that would have helped you when you started playing? I think that's invaluable information, like super useful for them to figure out. Look at these people launching. That was a level 84 that just launched my bounty. I think that's to be expected. They probably just don't understand what's going on, but can't be too mad at it, I guess. Got a quad radium rifle. Oh, it's almost perfect. If it would have had 25 fire rate on there, it would be perfect. It would be a collector's item. Too bad. I think I used to press it every time I wanted to use a critical carried over from the older Fallout and never tried just holding it down. A lot of people don't know about that. Like a lot of people don't know. And it's mainly Bethesda's fault for not putting any type of indicator or tip like holding crit will use one as soon as it's ready. A small tip like that, a loading screen tip would be huge. Because that tip in my recent video was the most commented on tip in the video. It just says a lot. Learn to code? Carter. I'm not doing that. There's no way. Because I wouldn't want to do that for a job. I much prefer playing games with you guys and uploading content. It's not a lot of money, but it's enough to get me some cat treats and some kibble and yeah, keep the lights on here at the Prospector Saloon. So it's enough for me. It's a humble approach. It's also been my dream to do this my whole life. And for the longest time, I always looked at YouTube as like the way out. Because the problem why I can't keep a job, because I've tried working. I worked for 15 years and I kept going from job to job, bouncing from job to job. The biggest issue is with my disability, my bones are very easy to break, right? That's why they call me Miss Glass. I have type 1 osteogenesis imperfecta and it was made worse by Crohn's disease. So my bones are really easy to break, basically. I break bones in my feet just walking sometimes. And when I break and I can't work anymore for a month, I lose my job. When my employers realize that my bones are weak and that I break, like it happened so often that I got fired and they didn't have a legit reason to fire me and just they would write stuff like I don't do my work even though I did. Like one time I worked at a call center and I got fired for not answering the phone enough, and I had the highest volume of French calls. Like, it just didn't make any sense. I probably could have sued them. But that was my last job. But it just told me a lot, and it's because once they realize I'm a huge risk to like their insurance or whatever, they find any reason to fire me. So it's been really tough. It's been really hard keeping a job, and this has been an outlet for me to make money, because at one point I just gave up. I just completely gave up on even wanting to try to find a job. I was making no money, and I felt like a burden on my family, and that just doesn't feel good, you know. And this completely changed that. It gave me a feeling of, hey, this could amount to something someday, and this could be my way out. I don't have to worry about someone firing me. I can't code, I just learned the phrase somewhere. I would totally do it, but it looks like a pain in the butt. I just don't want to put myself through that. It was such a freaking mental conundrum to learn how to stream and learn how to edit videos. I forced myself to learn it. I have this awesome idea for the Atomic Shop, a Mount Rushmore with Brotherhood, the Enclave, and 2 other factions. I didn't even know that there was a season in this game for my first 2 seasons I played until I got a message saying my tickets are now being turned into gold. Oh my god! That actually happened to me too the first season. I only realized that there was a season and season rewards. It was my first game that I played that was like that. Like mid-season. And then when I finally found like the season chore board, I saw I had all these rewards I could unlock. I was like, no way, that's so cool! So, yeah, I almost missed out on it. Darian Manias! Sorry, I think I flubbed that up. Darren Manias, thank you so much for the $50 super chat. GG! My guy. Now I can get a new mic! Woohoo! That's so cool of you. Thank you so much. What the heck? That's so cool of you. Your support means a lot. It goes a long way. I feel really bad that I got no uploads out this week, but I just had to take some time off for my eyes. Plus, I had some family over this weekend, and it was really nice to get to catch up with them. I never see them. And their little, their daughter was so interested in my YouTube and what I do. She wants to do it someday, so I told her when she's ready to contact me, and I'll give her all the tricks that I know, everything that worked for me. I will give her the round table secrets. So she was really happy about that. She's only 8, but she's super cute. Very energetic. Oh, now I feel terrible. It's only 50 pesos because I live in Mexico. Oh, don't worry about that, my guy. I genuinely have no idea what it converts to, but it does not matter. It's the thought that counts, dude. And you know, you don't even know me in person, and for you to do that for me means a lot. Keeps me going. I would like to do streaming, but I'm void of personality for it. Man, I'm so monotone and robotic in my videos, I don't even know how you guys watch it. Like, sometimes I like listen to my voiceover and I'm like, holy shoot, I need to re-record this. But basically, anyone can do it. I can't imagine paying for personal health insurance on a streamer income, though. No, it's terrible. Like, it's not. It's terrible. But it's, how can I say? Most months I make a little bit more than minimum wage. Okay? To be real with you. Most months. When the TV show comes around and we get a fresh season, it's a lot better. But it dies off pretty quick. So it doesn't stick. But yeah, I would not be able to afford healthcare for the conditions I have if I lived in America. But the biggest improvement, life improvement doing streaming over like working I've noticed is I'm less stressed out. Stress really affects me pretty bad because of my Crohn's disease. It makes my intestines inflame and stuff like that. And then I'm just always running to the bathroom. Or I can't talk because it also affects my esophagus. But I've noticed I just don't have that problem anymore. I don't always run to the bathroom 30 times a day. Because I'm happy doing this. I'm less stressed out. So it's been a really healthy transition for me. So there's a little bit of lore for you guys. A little bit of Miss Glass lore. What the heck? Wow. I gotta work on this build. I gotta get strength and armor limb mods for this armor set or just upgrade to BOS already because I am not able to tank melee. Melee hits me so hard. And strength and armor limb mods reduce limb damage by 20% per limb. It makes you a lot more tanky to melee attacks and just anything that is trying to cripple you. I don't play this character much, sadly. She's kind of like the grunt of the family between my three main characters. Someone launched a nuke. Where's that going? Oh, we got Earl. Cool. Tanky boy. My main issue is sleep problems, but there's endless tests and treatments. It's never ending. Sleeping is really important for your health. When you're asleep, your heart actually rebuilds tissue because your heart is beating so hard throughout the day that tissues inside of your heart rip. So it's really important to get REM sleep. REM sleep is when you've been sleeping for a certain amount of time that you go into REM sleep and your organs can actually repair. And although I say it's really important, I don't get enough sleep either. It's really difficult to get sleep, especially right now with everything going on in the world. I'm so afraid for like another world war or something. I'm genuinely afraid of that. You know what I mean? Like some crazy stuff has been going on, and it's hard to sleep. I feel like Fallout's gonna happen in real life, but I know it's not only affecting me. Hey, Cheat Tarian Maynas, you didn't have to do that. That's so cool of you. It's definitely not new mic money, but anyway, pretend I said something really profound here. Oh, that's funny. GG. you so much. 100 pesos? My guy! Thank you so much for the donation. Those Assaultrons hit hard. Yeah, their melee is no joke. Non-gaming content I tend to be attracted to on YouTube is almost all AI based now. Isn't that sad? I actually worry about that so much. I really worry about that because AI isn't wrong. Isn't right all the time. And yeah, humans make mistakes too. But AI just like honestly makes stuff up sometimes. And I was watching a video today that I thought was real, and it was about like an extreme event, and I was like, oh my god, is this really happening? And when I looked at it closer, one person that was standing in the frame, it looked like their sweater they were wearing had an arm in it, but there was no hand. And then some other things I was looking at just didn't add up. It was like clearly AI, and this person or this YouTuber or this channel was trying to pass it off as a legit thing occurring. I'm so worried about that stuff like that. Like getting out of hand. Oh shoot, I just launched a bounty and it's colossal time. I wasn't paying attention, my bad. I can't get enough sleep because my German Shepherd mix is 16 years old and spoiled, so he takes over my bed and kicks me repeatedly when he dreams. My dog does the same thing. She's a 14-year-old lab. And she's just, oh my god, she's adorable though. I love her so much. She's so loyal and so good to me. She listens to me so well. I can have her outside. I don't need to have her on a leash or anything. I don't have neighbors, so it's not a problem. Like if I had neighbors, I would definitely leash her and tie her up, because I don't want to be that person that my dog runs over to the neighbor. But my nearest neighbor is like half a kilometer away, you know. I live in the middle of the woods, and she just stays on the property. She's such a good dog. She's a lab though. Labs are kind of known for that. And I couldn't do that with any other dog. I've had 7 dogs. I can't do that with any other dog. Like my husky ran as soon as he was off leash. I had a husky one time. He's a sweet boy, Tango. I miss him. And yeah, running out like that is what got him. He ran right in front of a UPS truck. Poor Tango. The smallest act of kindness is worth more than the grandest intention. GG, little red truck. I like that. It is easier to launch an AI channel, absolutely, Moeski Movies, but YouTube is cracking down hard on it and demonetizing faceless channels. I'm considered a faceless channel, so I do worry about that sometimes, but when you look at the reasons why they get demonetized, it's because of AI's repetitiveness, and basically they're cracking down on videos that are just re-uploads. AI-based content that is re-uploads that has an AI-generated voice. Everything about it is AI, and they're demonetizing those channels. And basically because I have a unique voice that's unique to me, and like you can just tell by watching my videos that I'm a real person by listening to the voice. Apparently I'm safe from the YouTube crackdown on that. Hopefully I stay safe. I mean, if I have to show my face to keep this going, I guess I won't have a choice. But for my safety, I'd rather not, you know? Look what happens to girls in gaming all the time. Girls, streamer girls, get attacked at TwitchCon all the time, get assaulted, and it's just scary. It's the reason why I don't show my face, because like I just mentioned to you guys, with my brittle bones, I genuinely can't defend myself if the time came to. That's really why I don't show my face. I don't want to be spotted in public. I would love to, though. I would love to be able to say hi to a fan in public. You have no idea how much I'd love that. To be able to, I don't know, just answer questions in person to this fan and just talk about Fallout for a couple minutes. But unfortunately, the state of the world and the way things are. This game needs crossplay big time. It really does. It really does. What do you play on, Bulk33? I need to start an Xbox account to play with my nephew. He has no PC, and that's where my main is. Oh, there you go. You're on PC. I play on PC too. So you'll catch me on PC someday. I play on PC most of the time, actually. But my main character is Xbox. She's the one I have the most amount of time into. Catface is fine. I like your voice. Oh, GG! I like playing the cat. I actually enjoy it. It's fun. It's fun. I get a kick out of it. You guys get a kick out of it. Because there was two options. You know, be a fluffy cat or be a thirst trap anime chick with big titties. You know what I mean? There's like no in between. So I wanted to be a little bit more unique. I thought a cat wearing a cowboy hat would be funny. Plus, I feel like the anime VTuber models attract a different audience, if you know what I mean, that aren't super chill. Like, how many times do you tune into an anime tuber, VTuber, and it's just big old honkers with jiggle physics? It's so funny. Like, how can you do that and not feel embarrassed? I totally popped a bounty and just didn't go. Is it still up? Oh wow, it's still up. Oh, okay, cool. Well, it looks like we'll make it after all. That's awesome. Neat. Yeah, Glassy keeps breaking tonight, unfortunately. I think I should have restarted my PC before the stream. Something's going on. Windows 11. Can't fast travel at this time? Okay. Do you think Philanthropist perk card and Satiated legendary perk synergize? To clarify, is Satiated limited to consuming food and drink? I've never actually tested that, so I don't know if they synergize. But yeah, to give you a clear answer, I'd have to test it. I don't want to say something off the top of my head and it just be wrong. Satiated isn't limited to consuming food and drink though, because Satiated as a ghoul will actually work off of your feral meter, so it could work with other perks, depending on what build you are. Oh! They did hold it. Yeah, that's so neat of them, right? We showed up here and they just launched it. Wow. That's so cool of them. We found the chillest lobby. All the money, is that why, do you think? Is that why those VTubers do that? Gap in the market? Yeah, there is a huge gap. It's either anime chicks or the burnt peanut. There's literally no in between. Like, it's such a huge gap. You'd think you'd see more creativity, but the most popular option is the anime chicks. No hate to the anime crowd. I love some animes. Grew up on Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon and Digimon. But it's all the money, probably. Watch me do a anime VTuber stream and become a millionaire overnight. Can you imagine? Get like millions of views, millions of followers. Oh my god! But no, I'm not hating on it. I've watched some VTubers that do that, and I just feel like so embarrassed for them. I feel like secondhand embarrassment. I'm definitely not hating. I'm not, okay? I promise. Everyone can do what they want to do and enjoy it. Maybe it's because I'm a girl too that I just feel that level of embarrassment. But the reason why, if you guys don't know, the reason why I did glassing, okay, and wanted to do, you know, the cat as a live stream persona, because you guys have probably noticed it's not part of my main content. It's to make light of the game, make it feel less serious, have a laugh with you guys and be silly. It allows me that sort of almost like wearing a mask and playing a different character. Similar to, I guess, the anime VTuber models. And mainly because sometimes I feel like people feel overwhelmed when they watch my content. They look at the main content and they look at it as some hardcore stuff. And when I'm glassy, I'm just being silly and I'm still killing stuff and trying to make it seem like, hey, you know, if I can do this and be a silly little cat, then you can too. That's what it's all about. So try to help people realize that it's not all that serious. At the end of the day, it's a game. We're supposed to have fun. There's no wrong way to play. There's no wrong way to have fun. And so that's what it's all about for me. I genuinely love fighting Earl, but I'm too lazy to nuke anything. Earl used to be who my main target was on this channel when I was doing build guides. Earl was my test subject back in the day. Who remembers that? That's a long time ago. Me and Cowboy would go around and test our builds against Earl. Which honestly sucked because you could only like launch 3 nukes in a session and then you were locked out for a few hours. So it's nice that we can just do a snake whenever we want. Get a lot more testing done. I'm embarrassed as a dude too, right? Hi, Ms. Glass. Hey, Stuart Gleb. Or sorry, Stuart Gelb. GG. I was super intimidated when I first started playing. with like raid solo builds, but eventually I got there with gear and everything made sense. It just takes time. It just takes time learning what works together and how the builds work. Like I mention all the time, you can have the build to the letter, but if you don't pay attention to the tactics involved in the video, then it's only half the battle. You know, you only have half the build at that point. The tactics are just as important as the build, and the tactics are things that a lot of people overlook. Little Red Truck says, I remember. GG, OG Glass Gang in the house. Yeah, that feels like it was so long ago now. Okay, I'm gonna ask a poll in the chat. Surprisingly, I didn't do a single poll all stream. I love doing polls. It's a great way to get you guys to kind of like tell me what you want to see, stuff like that. And I have made content based on the outcomes of these polls. So, and you know what? Those videos tend to do better than any of my other videos, which makes sense. It connects with the core audience. So, what I had an idea for is just, what if Fallout ended? You know, and what would you like to see the channels transition to if Fallout was to just completely die? Like if they were to say, okay, we're shutting down servers, we're not making enough money from the Atom Chop. Rah. And it's going to be similar to the post that I did on the YouTube, if you saw it. But I'm going to do two different options from that actual poll. Mainly because two options did super well and then two options didn't do so good. So I'm going to remove the two options that didn't do good. And I'm going to look at my Steam library real quick to pick a couple options here. Why not Fallout 4, I guess? Hopefully we'll have a Fallout 5 by then. Let's put that as an option. Fallout 5. Even though we all know that won't happen. That'll never happen. It's just a wishful thinking thing. Yeah, I love MMOs. I wish, I hope I can keep going with MMOs, mainly because I can play with my audience. That's the biggest deal for me. I love being able to play with my audience. I make core memories with them. I know some of them just really enjoy being on stream. Who doesn't, you know? It's fun. You get to see yourself on YouTube. I've been there. Before I became a YouTuber, I used to hang around Rifle Gaming. You know, he'd launch a stream and sometimes I'd be there in the background. Not very often, but because I wasn't trying to be a creep. But I don't view anyone that joins my streams all the time as a creep. I feel like that sometimes if I'm lurking too much. Just a personal thing for me. I don't want to try to come off like one example is I was in a stream with Rifle Gaming, and this was right before the heavy gun meta happened, okay? And before it went mainstream. Basically back then everyone was using the railway rifle, and I just showed up at an Earl with, you know, Rifle Gaming. I think I was even on his team, and another one of my friends was on the team. And we were in party chat with him, actually. And I just absolutely melted Earl in front of this guy, right? and he's a big streamer. And he was like, whoa, what the heck was that? And my friend was like, that was Miss Glass. That's her Gas build. It absolutely destroys. And he was like talking me up so much, and I was like, no, chill. I'm not trying to be the main character here. Chill out. You ever catch up with Rifle? I haven't actually. I haven't even like joined one of his streams. I mean, I've just been so busy doing my own thing. Plus, I don't want, now that I'm a streamer and I'm known in the community, I don't want to just be lurking in his streams and make him feel like I'm trying to tag along for the exposure. You know what I mean? That's the biggest thing. I'd love to catch up with him and maybe collab or something, but I'm not gonna push myself on him and be like that, if you know what I mean. GTA 6, maybe Cyberpunk, but MMOs are great for longer streamer content. I fully agree. I love Cyberpunk, but I need to do a new playthrough. Mainly because they completely changed up the combat system since I last played, and now when I get on and play my character, I just don't understand what's going on with the combat system. It's completely different. So I just need to start up a new character to invest my perks as I go to learn it. That's how I like to learn, the hard way. Them heist streams were a treat. Really? I actually loved that too. That was fun. I like doing heists on GTA. I'm actually decent at it. I've done them all. I have some pretty good tricks up my sleeve in GTA because I've done so many heists. I used to grind that religiously. And what was nice about GTA is with their system, their reward system, you're grinding for money, right? And you know what you're gonna get. So you know if you're going to put in the time, like 2 hours to set up a heist and the payout's $2 million, for example, you know you're getting that $2 million. It's a very linear system where you can see the results before achieving it. You can see what you're going to get, and it makes that grind worth it to you. I really feel like all games should adopt that strategy because the RNG tactic just ain't it. It's such a letdown because most of the time you feel like you can put in an entire session over and over and over and not get the rewards you're hoping to get. It's such a letdown. Like, sometimes they just need to throw us a bone, you know? And it just feels like you don't get thrown a bone most of the time. See, didn't we get the Pale Horseman like so often tonight? I feel like we keep getting the same bounties. What am I stuck on? I'm stuck on this fence. What the heck is going on? Okay, there we go. Well, guys, have work in the morning, so I'm off to bed. GG, everyone. GG, Little Red Truck. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. It's good seeing you. But I have to check out some new games. I feel like I keep playing the same stuff all over again all the time. It's like it's been forever since a game has pulled me in. It's so rare to find a game like that for me. And when Fallout 76, when I started playing this game, it really pulled me in, and I was like, finally a game I can really sink my teeth into and have a blast, you know, and just put the time in. And there hasn't been a game that's done that since I started playing 76, which was around 2022. Except for Palworld. Palworld was the only game that pulled me off this game for like 4 months straight. I was only playing Palworld. And then I just kind of got bored of Palworld and came back to 76. But at the time, there wasn't much to Palworld. Like, you could get to level 50, and that was pretty much it. That was the end game, and that's because it was in beta back then. There wasn't really much past that. Past doing, like, the few towers that were there at the time. Is the shotgun build good? I have the cold shoulder, and I don't know what to do with it. The cold shoulder is amazing. Gaming, 95, 75. The cold shoulder is perfect for freezing enemies. And so if you just want to keep that on you as a sidearm, if you have an enemy that's swift-footed and is constantly like closing the gap between you and them and hitting you or whatever, you just switch to that, dump a few rounds, freeze them solid, and then switch back to your DPS weapon. It's also great to use on bigger targets, like if you want to freeze the snake and stuff and slow down the snake so it doesn't attack you so much. Some people don't like that because they have perks that only activate once the snake hits them, so they get like the 40% damage buff from taking one for the team after the snake attacks them. So if you freeze it too much and it's not attacking, then that buff doesn't proc. But for most people, they don't care. And it can hit really hard. It can hit really hard. I don't really recommend it for bossing like solo, mainly because it reloads a lot. It only has 8 rounds and then you have to reload. So you can't really hammer out the rounds. You can't really do the DPS that other weapons can do. But as far as like a quality of life weapon, being able to slow down targets, I think is a really good thing and very useful tool to have in your arsenal and to have on you. On my main character on PC, I do keep a cold shoulder holstered at all times. I hate RNG. My guy. Preach! Do you see Fallout 5 having an online component like GTA 5? No, I doubt it. I don't think... I feel like... I've always felt like Bethesda doesn't like this game. I don't know what it is, but I've always felt like Bethesda doesn't like this game. Mainly because... Probably because of the stigma that happened when the game came out. But I get this sinking feeling when I think about it that this is going to be the last MMO Fallout, and I really hope it's not. I really hope it's not. But I hate that I get that feeling, but I do. Honestly, I think it's because they see a lot more profit with Fallout 4 and the content, like, creation mods. Because think about it. The way that that's set up is the modders get a flat rate on their mods, and Bethesda basically charges what they want for those mods, so they don't even have to do work developing content for the game. The modders basically do all of that, and then Bethesda gets to sell it. It's basically easy money for them, and I feel like they are just driven by money. Hi, I was here yesterday. SoCal Speed GT! Welcome to the stream. Thanks for showing up yesterday, too. That's cool of you. Smash like if you're new. If you're enjoying the stream, hit subscribe and turn on bell notifications. I live stream and upload weekly Fallout 76 content. Also, check out the Discord link in the description. We have members on every platform. I'm on every platform. I'm in there. Sometimes I help out, answer questions in the build help section. As long as you tag the video that you need help with, I'll answer you. I always carry my ultrasight cold shoulder. Does good work. Scorch beast to slow her. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. That's a good tip. I think the game would have been long abandoned without the atomic shop. Yeah. Yeah, that's why when you look at the atomic shop, have you guys noticed they always come out with new stuff, new items that are atomic shop exclusives? But they act like it's hard to come up with new items for seasons. Like they're always giving us reskins. But when you look at the atomic shop, We get brand new items like this off-road vehicle and like the Gumtree greenery and like the vineyard archery. Like there's like, look at all these bundles. They are just putting so much work in the Atomic Shop. It's it becomes pretty obvious where their priorities are. And for me, it's just disappointing a little bit. I understand it from a business side of things. You have to make money, but look at all these new items. This is a new item. This is a new item. I think this light is even a new item, but the train cars, box cars definitely are. The train bed is. You know, they're always bringing out new items that are Atomic Shop exclusives, but they act like they don't have the manpower to do that for a season board. It's just depressing. Like, we can see right through that BS. Are you in a public world? I am. Do you play on PlayStation? I'm on PlayStation right now, my guy. It's all reskins? Yeah, sadly. Maybe they hate that they have to fix stuff when they normally just leave the single player games broken without updates for years and expect people to use the mods that fix the bugs. That's what I really dislike too. I dislike it when a company relies on modders to fix their games for them so that they don't have to fix it and they just be like, oh well, there's a mod that fixes that. We don't have to put the time in. That really gets me. It says something when the most popular mods are unofficial patches and not Gunner mods. Are Gunner mods that popular? Wait, what am I saying? Of course they are. Jiggle physics mods. Am I right? Top tier, S tier mod. Thick booty 4000. How do I join? You have to add my gamer tag in the description. I'll add you back, then you can join. Speaking of which, let me just get to this bounty and I'll make sure to add whoever added me back. Oh, you bought the Stonehouse floor. It's a very good floor. I like it. I like it too. It looks neat. Yeah, I had to buy it. It's well priced. You know me, I can't avoid a good deal. Here I am talking about the Atomic Shop being overpriced. I'm like, here, take my money. At the same time, they really have me wrapped around their finger, don't they? I'm gonna try to find out if I can claim that on my taxes. All the Atomic Shop purchases. Like, I need this for my work. It'd be really cool if I could, but I don't think I can. My god, I need POS recon so bad on this character. Also, I just need to go cool. So much tankier. Yep, then the Real Money Deathclaw bundle. Exactly, the Deathclaw bundle. That's exactly a perfect example of the brand new items. There's brand new items in there, like the cage thing, the attack dummy for the... Like, these are all brand new items. They clearly have the thought process and ability to come up with new stuff. But it's always locked behind Atomic Shop, and then they try to be like, yeah, well, it takes a lot of resources to think about new stuff. 4 seasons? Nah. No. That ain't why. Oh, let me add my new friend. Wait. I think I did this wrong. Received, accept. Kill Charlie half-cocked? Oh, I thought we killed him. I don't see him. Oh, he died. Okay. I guess it was just lagging. Or wait 10 minutes to load a small interior. Or just not load in and you're stuck infinite loading. Or you crash to home screen. Gotta love those features. If anyone's expert memers, join the Discord. We have a meme channel. Drop your meme in the Discord and it may be featured on my live streams. Memes like that. You know, sometimes I put them in. This is one of my favorites. Okay, join the Discord. Link in the description. It's free to join. Bonus points if it's cat memes. Or the Ranger bundle, exactly, another perfect example. There was so many new items in that bundle. I put my foot down with the Deathclaw pet. I felt like a line was crossed. It was really expensive for what it is, and I only bought it on one character because I was like, there's no way I'm spending like $80 to buy it on all characters. But I did want it because, like I told myself, I was like, oh, I kind of sold it to myself. I was like, they'll most likely make this a paid bundle item because the new mechanic coming where your pets can follow you into the wasteland, and this will be the only Deathclaw they ever bring out, most likely, so that people are encouraged to buy the bundle. And I absolutely wanted the Deathclaw. See, unfortunately, they got me. They got $30 out of me. But sometimes it's just stronger than me. The addiction is real. I'm always looking for people like bounty hunters too that stack up wanted posters to slam them on stream. Shout out to KingShots89. He helped support my PC stream the other night because I only had like 4 bounties. And he was like, I got you. So we ran his bounties all night. Super cool of you. Because it is a chore to try and grind them and make content and grind bounties on every platform so that I have enough bounties for every stream. So if you hit me up on the Discord and you're like, hey Glass, I have a whole stack of bounties I'd like to run on stream with you, just let me know. I'll 100% plan it. You can 100% be on stream with me and we'll run bounties back to back. It's a chill grind. The best thing about it is that I can play with more of you. That's why I love doing them. Because when I do raid streams, like, it's fun and all and it's educational for people who've never done the raids, but I can only play with like 3 people at a time, which just isn't as fun for me. I feel it's not as engaging for me. I like seeing the whole server full of GLASSGANG members and we're just wrecking bounties. It's so much fun. This is awesome. You're awesome, Rizmir Toski. Especially since they had just started randomly killing my tamed camp pets too. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was sad. I had a camp pet get killed right in front of me. It was a 3-star glowing Deathclaw that I tamed. Super rare camp pet, by the way. Even rarer to find a legendary one that's tameable. And it died fighting a Scorch Beast, a legendary Scorch Beast at my camp. My camp was in the Cranberry Bog at the time, and I showed up right as it took its last breath. It died defending my camp. It was completely outgunned, basically. It's a Deathclaw versus a Scorch Beast, so you can imagine the Scorch Beast has the upper hand. It's always in the sky. I wish they would have made, like, tamed pets unkillable, but yeah, no one thought of that, I guess. It sucks to put so much time into finding a unique pet and it just lasts a week. Had a Deathclaw for 2 years. One day it was a corpse when my camp loaded in. Then they offered this new premium pet. Exactly. With my luck, I'd get a really dumb Deathclaw that would walk in the way during combat and break my VATs. Yep. Is the Love Tap or Elder's Mark better for Commando? Currently Elder's Mark, mainly because you can actually change the legendary mods on it, gaming with Ash. Whereas the Love Tap, you can't change the legendary mods on it, so you can't really customize it much. You can change the non-legendary mods. But soon that's going to change, actually. So who knows? Maybe the Love Tap will end up being as good as the Elder's Mark. But basically in the next update, they're making all unique weapons modifiable, where you can change all the legendary mods. But right now they're static on the Love Tap. You can't change them. 4-man team is barely an MMO compared to 24 people on a server or a world boss. Yeah, exactly. I wish they would have made the raids have more people, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe they thought it was just going to be too easy. "40 Glass Gang members destroying a bounty and then shimmying in unison." That'd be so cool. I really need to be doing my Glass Gang members only streams more religiously. There was one point where we would do Glass Gang members only streams in private worlds, fighting bosses, when the game had a lot of traction anyways. Like right when the raids came out, there was so many people playing. Like doing my members only streams, there would still be like a full server in my private world, and it was all Glass Gang, and we'd go around just melting the Scorch Beast Queen over and over. We would just go to someone else's private world that's in the Glass Gang, and they would launch 3 more nukes, and that was peak Glass Gang streams. I really hope the game picks up again so we can have that again. That was fun. Can I add you, Miss Glass? Yeah, absolutely. Add me up. I left my gamer tag in the description. I'm on PlayStation and Xbox with that gamer tag. If you want to find me on PC, just take away the 2 little X's on the end, and that's my gamer tag on PC. They made it so they don't heal anymore, which is basically like intentionally sticking a time bomb to your tamed animals. Switching servers and friendly fire healing doesn't help for me either. Are you serious? I didn't even know they did that. That is so dirty. They absolutely did that to sell us the Deathclaw. I guarantee it. I freaking guarantee it. That is so dirty. I did not know they did that. I'm actually livid right now. That was completely unnecessary and just was an insurmountable amount of greed. Holy crap. If they actually did that, I'm gonna send them an email. I'm gonna send them a very respectfully upset email. I email them all the time. actually do. They don't listen to me. They never reply to me, but... You know what they say. The squeaky wheel gets the grease. I'm just hoping someday they read my emails. Do you know any good builds for Vulcan? I just finished it yesterday. Abso-freaking-lutely, my guy. Let's see. Let's see what's a good build. Let me pull up my channel here real quick. For Vulcan, you said? And you know what? Since we're here, I'm going to show you guys how to navigate my channel because I get asked about this all the time, and I think people just don't know how to search up like the videos they want to see on my channel. But okay, let me just switch some things here real quick so that I can see what I'm doing. Let's put OBS up here. And I'm just gonna switch this real quick. Here we go. Alright. So this is my channel, right? So if you want to look up specific like videos on my channel, right? This, what this is, videos, this videos tab is my most recent content. So this is fresh off the press. Okay, and then if you click this little button, this little tab, these are still fresh. They're like 1 month old. And it stops there, right? But there's clearly more content. This is older content, but it's my most popular videos, and like there's still, some of them are still good. I should probably private this one because this one is no good anymore. But it was my first video that took off, so I'm kind of sentimental about it. It was my first video to go like semi-viral. And then my live streams are down here. And then members only streams are here. But if you want to find specific videos, you click on search, and then let's say you want to find something about how to drop the shield fast on In06. So we go drop shield maybe. Will it show up there? For some reason, okay, yeah, see, it is showing up here. So I did this video where I show the best way to drop the shield and give you examples. They're side by sides, as you can see, versus troubleshooters and versus aristocrats. So yeah, if anything, like crippling the snake boss, if you type in cripple snake, it comes right up. So use this search feature and search up anything you want, and it'll bring up videos that I've made on it, because I have like 500 videos on the channel, so there's likely something that's going to pop up based on what you type in. And if you want to know, if you want to see, you can also click on the videos tab, and then you'll see more videos than what's actually shown on the main channel. And these are still only like a month old. These still work. They're still good. This 700 max AP carnivore build is amazing. So much fun. Perfect for high health. But since you're saying Vulcan build, this Lazy Gaplas is a Vulcan build. This is a super fun build. What else? What else do we have? What else do we have that's a Vulcan build? These Tesla cannon builds are Vulcan builds. And this one's a Vulcan build. This is a Gauss mini build. This one's a Vulcan build. A little old though, but we did update it. This is the updated version. This one's a Vulcan build using the pepper shaker that gets 40 seconds at the snake boss. So I'll link this one to you. Okie doke. Bang. And we'll go back to the game. Oh, someone's taking a picture with me. Oh, cool. I would have posed, but... Oh no, is it a black screen for you guys? Oh, okay. It's because I was switching to my PC capture card. Alright. We are so back. Oh, I forgot to press enter. My bad. There's the link to that Vulcan video. Midwest Safety Fan, you just ranked up in my book. I love that channel. I like to watch stuff like that when I'm trying to go to sleep. I don't know why. I just find it chill. I like the creator. He's very I don't know, he's kind of like just down to earth and, you know, no bullshit kind of thing. It's a good channel. What can I say? I watch a lot of random channels though. It's not all gaming. You missed my friend request? Oh no! Don't worry, I won't miss it. I'll add you right now. Got you. I may humbly recommend Police Activity for more like Midwest safety. Not trying to promote other people, but I like to watch them when I'm not gaming. That's really it. I like watching cops basically. I don't know why. I just like to see how people can act sometimes, mainly because like it kind of opens your eyes on how things can go down, you know, when you're out in the world, when you're out in public. It's almost like a survival tactic, really. Kind of helps you realize when things can go south, they can go really south. But I also just find it entertaining. You wouldn't believe the stuff that people try to like either get away from cops or like the level of cope and manipulation and lying. It's pretty neat. It's educational content in my book. Oh, GG! Baron Zolo! Baron Von Zolo. 5297. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for joining the Glass Gang. Infrared Turtles. GG, welcome to the Glass Gang. Thank you for your support, gang. I'll check them out though. What do you call them? The channel is called Police Activity. I'll check it out. That and like paranormal, creepy channels. Explore with Josh, Seal on Tour. I like channels like that too that explore places. Police Activity is just like body cam footage and no talking besides the people in the footage. Oh, that's neat. Midwest Safety takes a lot of their videos and then comments on top of it. That's what I like about Midwest Safety is he's an actual ex-cop. So he like talks a lot about like the ins and outs of it. He doesn't just narrate what's going on, but he talks about like specific details and like certain laws that apply to stuff. And I just find it really educational. There's a level of uniqueness to his content for sure. Any alien content? Actually, alien content freaks me out so much. I don't know what it is, but it puts the fear of God into me. It puts me into freaking fight or flight. Alien content trips me out so hard. I can't remember what video it was, what movie it was. Sorry, it was definitely a movie, okay? And I'll never forget it. It scarred me for life, where basically you see this kid enjoying his birthday and his parents are filming it from like a VHS camera, those old grainy cameras, and they're like having a good time, and then the dad like goes to filming the backyard and you just see an alien creepily walk by in the distance. Absolutely sent me. Like, I get shivers about it right now just thinking about that scene because it looked so realistic. It messed me up. I was not sleeping for like a week. Oh no, Miss Glass, sorry I mentioned it. No, it's totally okay. It's totally okay. I've grown past it now, you know. Signs, that's the one. That's the one. That's the movie. I cannot rewatch that movie. I watched it once. It absolutely messed me up. That scene, I was like, nope, I can never do alien content again. I can never do this. Like, Men in Black was different because the aliens just kind of looked fake, you know. But that movie with the grainy footage and that creepy stare as it walked by looked so real to me. Still waiting for the body cam from the Lego thing, where most of the cops seem to be taking sides. Isn't that a strange thing? Like, I'm not trying to get political or anything, but I don't know if that is really political, but big money's at play on that topic, let's just say that, and it doesn't seem right at all. Like, if that was an average Joe situation, it would not be going down the way that it is. I'm just losing AP super fast here, so I'm wondering if it's maybe the effect of the Space Ranger. Gravity has become weaker here? Really? Can I jump higher? Doesn't seem to be. Signs directed by Mel Gibson, that's the one. They absolutely nailed it. If they were trying to freak out the audience, they freaked me out. They got me good. Oh wow, it's a lot later than I realized. I went for a bit longer than my usual streams. That's okay. That's okay. I ended one early this weekend because my eyes were hurting. I mentioned at the start of the stream why I haven't uploaded this week. I just haven't worked on content because my eyes are killing me. I started playing in 4K recently, got a 4K monitor, and it just ruined my eyesight. Like, my eyes just hurt. Like, the only thing I can say is basically my eyes feel like they're itchy in the back. I think it's inflammation. So I had to swap it back to my 2K monitor, and I felt the difference immediately. I don't feel as much eye strain. But yeah, it was giving me major migraines and headaches. And I genuinely don't see a visual difference. Especially not for Fallout. It's just not that polished, you know what I mean? There's not much of a difference between 2K and 4K. But I just joined. I'm in the Vulcan armor. GG, SoCal Speed. Mars Attacks. Classic movie. Too much eye strain. Yeah, that's what it is, I think. Like, it's not so bad if you're playing on a big screen TV and it's like 10 feet away from you. But when you're playing on a 27-inch monitor and it's 10 inches from your face, the amount of eye strain is just crazy. It's 4 times the pixel density of a 1080p monitor, so it's definitely going to be an eye strain. And honestly, I'm a big fan of 1080p because I played on 1080p for the longest time, and I only switched to higher resolutions recently. And I genuinely don't see a difference. The only games that I really see a difference are high polished games like Cyberpunk, where I can say, okay, yeah, there is a difference here. Or on a big screen TV that's 1080p, you definitely see it because the pixels are just bigger and stretched out bigger on a big screen. Like, I wouldn't recommend a big screen TV that's 1080p. But for a 27-inch monitor, 1080p is the way to go. My PS5 is plugged into a 1080p monitor, and that's what I'm capturing right now. The stream's available to you in 2K and 4K because I use lossless scaling in OBS to upscale it to 4K. But the native resolution right now is 1080p. When I'm streaming on PC though, it's 2K upscaled to 4K. I used to stream at 4K native, but yeah, like I said, it was harder on my eyes. It was way too hard on my eyes. Basically, if I just sat there for any amount of time and didn't have my blue light filter glasses on, I just immediately started having a headache. So 4K gaming just isn't it, especially for PC. I feel like 2K is the sweet spot and it's just right. You're just gonna be sitting too close to your monitor and it's gonna wear you down. You feel it. You get eye strain and then you start getting tired from it. Have you tried color glasses that help with long screen time? Yeah, I tried the blue light filter glasses and it did help a lot. It stops me from getting those headaches right away. But if I put too much time in, like if I'm working on a video for 10 hours, my eyes are cooked the next day. I can't. If I even look at my screen, I feel pain in the back of my eyeball. The flickering is insane on high refresh rates. That could have been it too. That monitor was 4K 160 Hertz. Record it with your phone and you can see what your eyes are trying to process. That's probably it. How much realism and crispness does it really need? Well, that's it too, right? My YouTube app sets most settings to 720. Does it actually? Oh, that's weird. But I wanted to make my content available up to 4K because I do see in my YouTube studio that a portion of my audience watches on TVs, and 4K TVs aren't that expensive anymore. They're pretty cheap nowadays. You can get a 4K TV for a few $100s, so I know a lot of people are probably watching on 4K TVs, so I try to have that accessible to them. But yeah, I just can't do it anymore. It absolutely cooked my eyes, and basically I wasn't able to make content this week because of that. So I switched back to 2K and it feels a lot better. I'm not getting that migraines anymore. Plus, I genuinely don't see a difference in graphical quality between 2K and 4K. I don't think my eyes are good enough to see the difference. But anyways, that's pretty much gonna be it for tonight. I'm gonna get some sleep here. Went a whole half hour past what I usually do. You trying to get in a shot, my guy? Here, let me get you in. King Isaac, GG. Let's see what you guys picked for the poll. Fallout 5, 52%, 42 votes. GTA 6, 24%. Cyberpunk, 19%. Palworld, 5%. Only 5% for Palworld? I thought Palworld was going to be more popular. It's super popular right now. That's cool. Well, thank you for taking part in the poll, gang. Fallout 5 would be awesome. I can't wait for it. Hopefully it comes sooner rather than later. But I had a blast. I hope you did too. I'm Miss Glass. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. GG. I left our Discord link in the description. If you want to find a community to play with, it's free to join. Check it out. I also left our membership link, but there's no obligation to join the membership to join our Discord. You do get access to content early, you get access to members-only live streams, and you'll also see your name on the official GLASSGANG roster scrolling at the end of each upload and live stream. Thank you so much for the support, gang, and shout out to everyone who donated memberships and super chats tonight. Darian, Maynez, super cool of you. Thank you so much. Have a great night, gang.